Ladies and gentlemen, this is almost not even a real episode. We're just having fun, right? Right. This is a clean show. There's absolutely no nude bowling in 1995's Nude Bowling Party. Welcome back to the show. I am Jason from Barefoot. This is Squeaky Clean Adult Films. Kinda. It's Friday. It's a B-side. We're just goofing today. We're just having some goofs. Because on February 3rd, Nick has asked me to be the guest on VCR Party. It's February, which they do Babyuary. They're above my head right now. Him and his homies are the fellas behind the Found Footage Film Festival. Now they like Squeaky Clean Adult Films. I like them. It seemed to be a good fit, and so I'm doing that. However, that's not the rest of the story. They said last year, oh God, I should have checked, or 2 years ago, I think it was last year, to kick off Babyuary for the VCR Party, they did Nude Bowling Party. I've been editing this stupid-ass movie, pardon my language, can I say that? Yeah, this is PG. We talked about it on Susie Superstar, because Tom Van Vlisingen wrote this. This is the only thing he ever penned. Has 2 acting roles, and one of them I'm tinkering around with right now. To tell you the truth, we threw the project away, but didn't delete it, so it might be on our Friday's B-Sides day. I think we have a B-side this week. Actually, we should do this one. It's Jacqueline Lovell. He has 3 credits. That amazing movie. And then 2 acting gigs. You're fixing to see one. The other one is Wild Malibu Weekend, which is also from our director today, Jason Williams. He is a famous actor who clearly does production work as well. He was in the cult classic Flesh Gordon. He was in the horror cult classic Society. Society is so good. He was in the regular old Hollywood movie Down and Out in Beverly Hills. He wrote and starred in, but he was the head writer of The Danger Zone. They made 4 of those suckers. And of course, he directed this. He also directed the one I just mentioned, Wild Malibu Weekend. He even directed a couple adult films. Maybe we should check it out. He directed Debbie Does Hawaii. That's enough. This is kind of like Beyond Taboo. It was a couple-minute movie that I just came up to say, hey, I'm going to be on Patrick Palmer's show. This is the same thing. I'm unoriginal. This film was 55 minutes long. The short, clean version is PG, and it's 6 minutes long. 10.9% of their movie is your movie. We'll talk about all the actors in the end. However, up front, let me just tell you, the whole reason I didn't throw this away, this thing has Ivan Raimi, Scott Spiegel, and Jacqueline Lovell. That is insanity. That is what makes this fall into the cult classics. Now you check out this nude-free nude bowling, and I'll see you in 6 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming to you live tonight from the Hollywood Bowling Emporium in Hollywood, California, zip 90028. An evening of championship bowling between 2 teams of lovely bowlers. 2 words you rarely hear together. Hollywood models versus Hollywood dancers.
Can't believe you guys even bothered to show up tonight. You don't have a chance.
What a joke. That's what they think.
Yeah, really. I say we go out there and kick their ass.
No problem.
Now let us meet the first team representing the models in pink, Bambi and Barbie. Come out, please.
Hi, Nick. Hi.
And good luck to you both.
Thank you. We're going to win.
You sure are, if the other team doesn't. And now, representing Hollywood's dancers, the second team, Francine and Tina. Come on out, Francine and Tina. Francine and Tina, ladies and gentlemen, versus Bambi and Barbie, competing for prizes and for the Sexiest Bowler of the Night award. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get on with the show. Good luck to you both. And the excitement is mounting. As we're going to be seeing some very good action very soon.
Oh, man. What bodacious tatas she has. Woohoo! Hey, baby. Joe Pornowski, Real Dirt Magazine. Nah, you mind if I take a few pictures? All right.
I know that photographer.
Who is that? That's
Oh, no,
I know his
not
name.
that.
It's
That's not Joe Pornowski.
that's who it is.
Oh my God, he shot me before.
He's a rabble-rouser, that's honest. Anything could happen. The models are up, and the first
We got Barbie. Is Barbie next?
Barbie is first. What's she doing? Wait a second. My goodness, I don't know if this is a sanctioned move or not, but her shirt is coming off.
She's taking her shirt off.
She has taken her shirt off. Well, now let's see. Her partner is up, and that's Bambi.
Bambi, yes, Bambi.
Bambi is up, and she's going to be bowling. And let's see, Bambi is.
Bambi.
Her shirt is coming off too. Look at that.
I can't believe her.
She's making her approach, and it is a 9.
9, not bad.
And now Tina is up.
Tina,
And
Tina.
I can only guess what Tina's going to do.
Give me that. I'll take a picture. Get out of here. Enough of this stuff. We're in there for continuity.
Being a cop is hard on my lower back. Why, a few of these, and I don't feel a thing.
Just take a cup of those little tablets, and you won't even know you're alive.
Hey, I'm ready to bowl.
Thanks to the doc.
You'll like the way he gets on your nerves.
And it's been certainly a very revealing night of bowling. I mean,
Been nice working with you. I hope I
You too.
can work
Cliff,
again after this. I've
and-
never
Keep
had a
it-
thing
keep-
like this before. I've never
Yeah.
seen this kind of. I like it. I mean, but I don't know if I can work again. I don't
Well,
know.
keep it true to your name, Straight and Hard. Cliff, Straight and Hard Dial.
That's
ladies
it.
and gentlemen.
That's it. Thank you.
And thank you from the BBN Bouncing Bowling Network. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Nick D'Antone welcoming you to the final presentations for the evening. Not a lot of strikes and spares tonight, but it was a brilliant competition. And I must say that everyone spent a lot of time in the gutter. And we are here now to present the jewelry to the winners and to the losers. First, the second, nobody's a loser really, the second place team, the dancers. Dancers, come on up. Congratulations. In first place, the winners, the models. A diamond performance for the models tonight. They will each have a diamond necklace worth $5,000. Congratulations to all of you, and good night.
So what did you think of that? Every single person, it's their first time on this show. I love Jacqueline Lovell. You don't even know. Mostly, I could have just seen Head of the Family, and that would be enough. Charles Band's best film ever. And I love me some early Charlie Band, but nothing even comes close to Head of the Family. She is the lead. She is beautiful. You might know her from Famalian or Lolita 2000. And I just found out she's in legit adult films. I had no idea. Kind of like when I was obsessed with Evil Tunes and I found out that Madison Stone, my favorite of that movie, was a adult film star. That one's more plausible because I was a teenage boy. But I honestly had no idea Jacqueline Lovell was in an adult film. She played Barbie. Her teammate Bambi was Tammy Parks from Attack of the 60-Foot Centerfold by Fred Olin Ray. 2 seconds ago, I just brought up Evil Tunes. That's pretty cool. She was also in Titanic 2000 with Tina Kraus. They changed the name to that movie, but the box and all the artwork still says Titanic 2000. And they were the Hollywood models. They beat the Hollywood singers. I let you see a little bit of every person bowl. Everyone got to bowl one frame. And then I showed the celebration, and I had to recycle the footage when they had their clothes on from the front to stick them over the winning achievements. You got to see one fake commercial, which was pretty cool. Oh, before we even get to the Hollywood singers, Ivan Raimi and Scott Spiegel. Scott Spiegel just passed away like 3 months ago, the end of 2025. That sucks so bad. He was literally the coolest person in the world. I've talked to him. You could have talked to him. You know, if I wanted to talk to Quentin Tarantino right now, it would be borderline impossible. If I wanted to talk to Sam Raimi right now, it would be, I'd have to jump through a bunch of hoops, and it might happen because he's super cool. But if I wanted to talk to Scott Spiegel right now, I would need a time machine. But let's say this was 3 months ago. If I wanted to talk to Scott Spiegel, I could probably talk to him tonight. Dude worshipped independent filmmakers from Michigan, from all the Sam Raimi brothers, Sam Raimi, Ted Raimi, Ivan Raimi. He was part of their little film posse, a bunch of Michigan filmmakers that went to Tennessee to shoot a 16mm film. How crazy is that? I was with a bunch of Michigan filmmakers that went to go shoot our first 16mm feature in Tennessee. He was like the glue behind everything. He directed Intruder, which was just on the last drive-in. Heather Drain actually did part of the artwork for it. She didn't do the artwork. She wrote a piece in the brand new special boutique release of Intruder. He directed Dusk Till Dawn 2. He directed Hostel 3. He worked on so many movies. Not only was he part of the glue of the Raimis, he is the one who introduced Lawrence Bender to Quentin Tarantino. Quentin Tarantino looked up to Scott Spiegel. You have no idea how important this guy was. J.R. Bookwalter, he helped out him a bunch too. He's in Robot Ninja. I could do a whole piece on Scott Spiegel, but he is missed. He was amazing. He will continue to be amazing. You should, I don't know, drink a beer. Drink 2, one for him, one for me. Oh, and he's half the reason this is PG. They said ass in the beginning, and then he said bodacious tatas, and I'm Joel Pornofsky, and I work at Real Dirt Magazine. Pardon me, Real Dirt Magazine. So 4 of our 3 things that turned this from a G to a PG were all 3 Scott Spiegel. Respect. Ivan Raimi, the lesser known of the Raimi brothers, he frickin' wrote Army of Darkness, Darkman, and The Drag Me to Hell. All 3 with his brother Sam, but that dude has some amazing credits. Just like Scott, he worked on, I believe, every Raimi picture. They were the coolest little weirdos. If they weren't in there, people would still think, oh, that's cool, Jacqueline Lovell. But they elevate this that's what kind of leads this to cult status. I mean, I guess it's everything combined. But imagine this without them would be kind of a bummer. Corey Lane and Taryn Carter were our Hollywood singers. They lost. The Hollywood models won. Corey Lane, we should try to do something with her. She's the queen of barefoot. You should see how many movies she has that have barefoot in the title. Barefoot Workout, Barefoot Fables, Barefoot Temptations, Barefoot Friendships. These are real movies with real names. She was in Almost Barefoot. Taryn Carter, she was only in 5 pictures her whole life, but she was in The Shield. She was in an episode of The Shield, which was a huge show at the time. Probably the biggest, because Jacqueline Lovell has major cult status. But being in The Shield, she has the smallest filmography, but she probably has the biggest thing to her name. Tom Van Vlisingen and D. Power, those were our announcers. We already know Tom. He wrote Susie Superstar, which is a banger. D. Power, This is his only credit. I enjoyed them. The cop in the fake commercial, that was someone. What was his name? Jeff Scott. And he was actually in a bunch of adult films. He was in Nudes at 11. Play on words for News at 11, written by Mark Cushman. Cash Markman, friend of the show. We gotta do Nudes at 11. And that's it. I'm done. Oh, everything next week is pushed one day. Sunday's release is on Monday. Your audience request on Wednesday. I can't even use my brain right now. Thursday. Everything is scooted one day over. Thank you for watching. I don't know why you would watch this one. I hope you watched the beginning. I hope you check out VCR Party. It should be fun. I'm a moron, which could make for some fodder. I have to bring like 5 or 6 clips. My idea was to bring 5 or 6 of the most racist clips, which is probably not a funny idea. To me, it's hilarious, but I don't know. If anyone has to, I made a community post about it. I'm not being lazy. I'm just trying to make you guys be my, I got 2 devils on my shoulders. I'm trying to make you guys be one of my angels. We have crap that I say, the 3 things and the 4 things, and that's it. Thanks for watching. Okay, that's it. Let's see if YouTube gets upset with nude in the title. I said in the first couple seconds there's no nudity. See ya.